Rated mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Flash Finds Podcast, the world's fastest podcast where we explore how Facebook can help you with the stuff you're into. I'm Emma Rogue, joined by Nathan the Cat Lady, a Facebook creator. So Nathan, if you're into pets, what kind of stuff can you find on Facebook?
Well, I make reels about useful tips for pet owners. For instance, cats don't like still water, so all of my cats have cat fountains.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. What a great episode. See you next time on the Flash Finds Podcast, all about discovering the stuff on Facebook you care about. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
Broadcasting from the Big Peach of Atlanta, Georgia. A show unfiltered, unscripted, raw. The Patriot Angle Podcast. Alrighty, guys, welcome. Happy Monday. Sorry about that, everybody. For those who may have noticed, we had our days confused. We had our Tuesdays stream basically brought up instead of Mondays. So I do apologize for that. Yeah, I guess we weren't paying attention. Welcome here, Sauce. How you doing, buddy? So, with that being said, Sauce, can you hear me, bud? Anyway, I think Sauce has his mic mic'd here or muted here. But guys, today we're gonna have the episode here with episode 265, Atlanta's backyard, so to speak, of what's going on here. Like literally, what's going on? I want to get into the Atlanta story here with just simply what's going on in Atlanta. We had a lot of corruption coming out of Atlanta, and I think you know what I'm talking about, don't you, Sauce?
Can you hear me?
Yes. What's up, Sauce?
Oh boy, what a day and what a weekend, huh?
I'm telling you, sometimes you have to remember like what day of the week you're on, for if I don't know if you caught that, you're just coming in now. Sauce, we were on the wrong day. We apparently were starting the stream for Tuesday a little early, and we forgot that it was actually Monday. So, we got a little ahead of ourselves, but hey, it's okay. Happy Monday, right?
Well, it's a very eventful Monday on my end.
I'm telling you, when you get ahead of yourself, sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's also a bad thing. But
yeah. Hey, do you want to tell the viewers what happened on Friday after the episode?
Yeah. You had a little turmoil, a little political turmoil, I would like to call it. With this political candidate that you felt that was actually a good thing, I guess, right? Representing.
Yeah. You want to tell him what, like after the episode?
Well, I'll go into it, but I'll also let you, tell the listeners, on your personal scale. Guys, for those who's just coming into the live feed, right after we got off the air this past Friday, Sauce has been basically I guess you could say going back and forth with this political contender, right? That's trying to get the amount of support, in the area there of Wisconsin. Okay, back and forth with these text messages with Sauce, and we will plug him into the show briefly here. Just saying, I don't think it's a right thing, that we have you on because of social media exposure and this and that's us. The floor is yours, buddy. Go ahead.
So I was completely flabbergasted when he contacted you after the show. He had the audacity to contact you, which blew my mind.
Yeah.
And if you read one of the transcripts, apparently I have a small following. What did you think about that when you read it?
What did I think of what? The small following. Yeah. Guys, this, if I may say, okay, and please, if he is listening, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm usually not this type of person that does say this, Sauce, but Sauce, what a freaking schmuck, man, to do you like that,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Listen, this guy, right? This gentleman here that comes on my show here, Sauce, right, guys? He's just an average person like me, right? He's going back and forth with this gentleman through text messages, not knowing how to literally react to this, saying, for months and months, Sauce was going out of his freaking way, trying to, support this political candidate running for office, right? Sauce, he's running for, what is he running for? Senator, right?
Yes.
He's running for senator in the area of is it for Madison or is it just in the actual state of Wisconsin?
So it's in one of the contested districts in Madison. So that could flip to it's a purple district.
Right.
And so he if he wins, he'll be the first Republican candidate that would flip the district from blue. It's been going back and forth. So it's been blue for the past 10 years, but it was red before. So it's been going back and forth.
Oh, okay.
But and when he hired me on, he's like, you know what? We feel like you're going to be an asset to our team. And since you're going to be an asset to our team, we want to make sure that we're going to take care of you, we're going to pay you, and you're going to be an outreach coordinator. And so we're going to, because we love how you're so.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. But guys, I think we lost you, Sauce. Are you still there, pal? Yeah, I think we might have lost Sauce. He got a little excited. Might have dropped the damn mic. Mic drop. Right. Anyway, but it's a little barbaric if you ask me. We will plug in the screenshots here from Sauce on this heated Monday night show here. But I think we did lose Sauce. He might have dropped the mic on that one. But here, guys, this is some of the shots here on Sauce of just literally just what's going on. Literally going on here in the political backyard, so to speak. Hence the show Political Backyard. We're going to get into some Atlanta political backyard. And what do I mean by that political backyard, guys? You're not going to want to miss this here, which we will plug into the show. Okay. That this is the actual screenshots of the of what Sauce had told me. Now, this is one screenshot here. So I made a couple of phone calls today. The great news is that by the end of July 1st, I will end my time at school. So what am I hoping for is by August 1st, I can jump in. So honestly, I'm about to fully staff, with the people on the payroll, but you. So this guy wants to have a fully staffed campaign team, right? That's going to represent this guy. But just take Sauce completely out of the ball game, literally out of the ball game. Another one, guys. Here comes another one. Oh, it gets worse. From a campaign manager, I could see his point of view. I probably was going to do something different. Wasn't going to be big responsibility, so I wouldn't have to contact people or go to events. Is it sad? Yes. But that's just it. I want all of my stuff at events and out of the public. That doesn't make one damn bit of sense, if you ask me, folks. Doesn't make one bit of sense, right, Sauce? So, I'm not sure exactly what's going on with Sauce here. We're gonna try to. Hey, Sauce, you there, buddy?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here, Sauce. Can you hear me?
Oh yes.
Okay, I'm not sure what's going on your end, but if you had seen in the and just in the stream here, Sauce, we plugged in some screenshots of the conversation you had with this gentleman. The first screenshot, I'll get you caught up. I'm not really sure. Maybe you had some mic issues, or you just got excited and you were like, "Fucking the mic drop." But
I did get excited.
Oh, okay. So the second one, Sauce, was like from a campaign manager. I could see his point of view. I probably was going to do something different. Wasn't going to be big responsibility, so I wouldn't have to contact people or go to events. Sauce, he wants you to plug in his political demeanor, his political background, his message, his voice to the Wisconsin people, but he wants you to stay out of events.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yeah. Folks,
And he said,
it gets worse. It gets worse. Hold on, Sauce. It gets worse. Here comes Eric. Screenshot number 3, please. Right? Screenshot number 3. Here it is right here. Okay? This is what he said. He just got very few votes. What was the vote for? Isn't that awful? And what happened? What was the vote about, if I may ask? Yeah, what was that vote about, Sauce?
So what happened was
Okay, Sauce, you're definitely having some audio issues, man. You might want to clear that up with the mic you're using. So as we welcome Sauce back into the stream, having little difficulties on his end. I do apologize, folks. But we're gonna get into that here. We're gonna take that off the air just in a short bit here, guys. Just in a short bit, because we're gonna get right back to the screenshot here in a moment here. But I want to get into this screenshot number 4 and then kind of get Sauce's reaction to it. That, you know, it was basically a Roger bombed bad. You mean Robert. So what happened now? These are more people that I guess that are contacting Sauce, guys, to kind of figure out like just what the hell is going on. Like, what's going on? What the hell is going on with people trying to, you know, set the standards a little differently, right? Set it up just a little differently.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here, Sauce. I don't know what's going on with over there, man. You all right over there?
Well, I'm actually up north. I'm back in the boonies. So I come about 3.5 hours up north from Madison. So I'm like in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, so the Wi-Fi works as much as we have aliens that support it, right?
Pretty much.
All right, Sauce. So we're talking about that last screenshot. If you see it inside the screen there, you know what are the votes that he's talking about, Sauce? Okay, you're cutting in and out, Sauce. Not really sure, buddy. You may want to. I don't know, buddy. Hopefully the Wi-Fi can hold on your end, guys. The Sauce lives in an area that probably has the nearest cell phone tower of like 10 or 20 miles. I mean, I'm not making a joke at all, guys. This is a town that's like in the middle of nowhere, literally, in little country area of Madison, Wisconsin. So you're probably gonna have Sauce coming and going into the stream. So we do apologize if we lose Sauce. It's all right. I can carry the show. Love to have Sauce on the show, but Sauce giving me some text messages as we're doing the live stream that his Wi-Fi just cut out. It's unfortunate. But it's okay. we're going to carry the show. This, folks, literally is a political campaign, right? That's literally going sour. Literally going sour, if you ask me. This is the political backyard, literally, folks, of just what's going on in America. That they're willing to take people on their campaign, folks, literally willing to take people on their campaign. But then when it comes to actually fully staffing their campaign, they don't want to pay the pretty penny. Literally, they don't want to pay the little pretty penny. And this, folks, I hate to expose people on this show, but this is what you see here in America. You have a man by the name of Sauce that's willing, literally willing, to show his support, show his time and energy for this gentleman. Okay? Sauce is not asking for $1 million or a couple $100,000. He's just an average day Joe, such as myself. Whether Sauce reached out to him or he thought it was the right thing to do as an American citizen, okay, to show his support for a Republican candidate running for office. This is what they do, folks. This is wrong. This is wrong. And there's been other campaigns like this, folks, that were very soured campaigns, literally soured campaigns. Hence the episode, guys, political backyard, because we're seeing it in Wisconsin. I want to bring in what's going on in the Atlanta backyard. Right, we have a political backyard literally going on in Atlanta, and I'm gonna tell you what's going on in Atlanta. We're gonna bring that into the show, guys, of just like really, really bad stuff of what's going on in Atlanta, guys. We'll be right back after these short words, guys. Don't touch the dial.
I'm Burt Jones. When I played for Georgia, we won the SEC championship.
Here's blocked, and it'll be first and goal, Georgia.
Not just because we had great athletes, but because we were bonded together as teammates, united by that G on our helmets, an important lesson about the power of unity. And it's why I'm so opposed to teaching critical race theory in our school systems. Instead of teaching children about what divides us, we should be teaching our children about what unites us.
All right, guys, we're back here on the show of shows. Let's get it going here. This little political backyard, so to speak, here on the show, guys. Literally, guys, if you are aware here, we had Sauce here on the show. He was coming and going, had some Wi-Fi issues on his end. I love to have his his viewpoints here. We will possibly plug in to tomorrow's show, literally of just Sauce's thoughts here on this subject here of what's going on and back and forth here. I plugged into the show some screenshots here on the show of Sauce with this gentleman, right? Robert what the hell was his name? Robert Welch, right? If I had his name correct. What the hell was it? Eric, what was his name again? Robert, right? The guy that Sauce was going back and forth with. The Ralph. Oh, Ralph, right? Yes. Ralph. He was trying to seek. There we go, guys. I wasn't familiar with this guy at first when Sauce was basically explaining this to me. That he was basically looking for public endorsement for Wisconsin for the pro-life movement. Because the pro-life movement was pulling their endorsement for him. So there you go, folks. He was trying to get a movement started there in Wisconsin. They pulled it from the actual endorsement from this man. And then I guess that's why he was going to like small conservative people such as Sosslin, right? I mean, just trying to hold the damn campaign together. Hey, when you don't have a strong message, you got to do something, right? You got to do something. But, folks, I want to plug in here to the show. We're going to talk more about this here. I want to get into more subjects going on in Atlanta because we have a huge political demeanor going on in Atlanta. Literally. There's a lot of crap going in on the backyard, so to speak, of the Atlanta scenario. The whole Georgia thing, Marjorie Taylor Greene under fire in Georgia. This woman represents the Rome, Georgia area, which is the northwestern part of Georgia, right? She represents that little corridor of Georgia. But guys, I want to plug in just something just the other day. Okay, we had a heat of the moment. Okay, I'm not going to plug a video, but I'm going to plug in some viewpoints of just last week's show on Friday. Me and Sauce had literally a agenda that was going on the show that we thought was necessary to be aired. The corruption of Black Lives Matter. Now, what does this have to do with what we're talking about right now? It has a lot to do with what we're talking about right now, folks. We're talking about political agendas that are going wrong right now in America. Okay? Now, we all know what was going on for the last fucking possibly almost 3 years into this whole damn plandemic, that Black Lives Matter were using campaign funding for their own political agendas. They were buying homes and they were fucking, paying off, the brother and some, for security purposes and this and that. It's basically like kind of hush-hush scenarios to keep everything quiet, but still using the whole Black Lives Matter movement behind it as an excuse, because it was a huge excuse. Did we actually think that they actually gave a crap about Black Lives Matter? Hell no, they didn't. They could care less, literally care less of what's going on. But we got into that on Friday's show. Literally got into it on Friday's show and said, you know what? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. When are they going to end this crap? Literally, when the hell are they going to end this crap, guys? Check this out. All right, guys, Tucker might be onto something. Check this out.
So the last time a party in Congress officially designated the other party a terrorist organization, we were in the middle of a civil war. So that hasn't happened in over 150 years. Typically, the parties argue about things. Sometimes they get mad. They call each other names. Sometimes they get really mad.
So Tucker's right. I mean, he's talking about something that we haven't seen in over 150 years, right? I mean, checking out born. Should assess people on the content of their character, not the color of their skin. If that's your position, you are by definition, according to people you just saw, a white supremacist.
This is scary.
You're damn right it's scary. I don't know if you heard that into the show here. You try to plug in something on a third party. We use that third party server. I think Eric, did they hear that on the show? They might have not heard that on the show. But if you haven't heard it on the show, I did plug it into Instagram, guys. And the reason why we use that third party is because sometimes, fucking social media loves the shadow ban. They really do. Screw tube makers over there in San Francisco Valley. This is what's going on in the political backyard, folks. We're seeing it in Atlanta, right? We're seeing it all over the place in my city here where I live in Metro Atlanta. The political corruption, so to speak. We're even seeing it in where Sauce lives, in little old country Madison, Wisconsin, right? I mean, it's so damn country, the damn college that Sauce is going. Which she's going to be graduating soon. If you are listening, Sauce, congratulations, buddy. I wish you the best future endeavors on whatever you choose to decide with your life. It's so country out there. The damn college is in the middle of the woods, Sauce was telling me. I mean, literally. But really, really country. If you have a moment, guys, check it out. On Google Maps, just where Madison is, very, very country rural area. But yeah. But that's the political backyard, so to speak, guys. The political backyard of just what the hell is going on in America. Now we've seen what was going on in the Atlanta area. Okay. And I'm going to make this a quick show, guys. I wanted to bring it into an hour, but hopefully the message hasn't been lost here on this episode. For those who's tuning in, guys, I think you understand. Sauce having some Wi-Fi issues on his end, unfortunate. We're gonna bring him back into the show. We're gonna get some availability on his end tomorrow of tomorrow's demeanor. I'm gonna have Jimmy the Rant joining us back in the digital studio here. Jimmy the Rant, always a privilege and an honor to have him representing the great liberal states of New Jersey, and where Governor Murphy is bringing that damn state, right? Ish Keats, right? It's an Ish Keats, right? It's Jewish, guys. It means like, what the hell's going on, right? What's going on with all this crap? So we're gonna see what the hell to get into tomorrow's topics. Tomorrow's topic's gonna be a heated one, kind of similar to what we did this past Friday. Right, it was a damn good show. We had Sauce on the airwaves for damn near almost 2 hours talking politics. So I want to get into a little bit more of these screenshots here. We're gonna bring Sauce in. Because I'm sure Sauce is listening to either the live, or if he's not listening to the live, he's probably going to be listening to the audio. So he'll probably listen to the show. He always does. Not only is he a huge advocate for my show, he's a huge follower of our political message and our background. But guys, here, I want to take a quick break again. And then after that, guys, I want to get into this last little subject of just what's going on here in Metro Atlanta. Literally, what's going on. We got a lot of crap to talk about here on the show, guys. Don't go anywhere.
The fake news, big tech, and blue state liberals stole the election from President Trump. But here in Alabama, we're making sure that never happens. We have not and will not send absentee ballots to everyone and their brother. We banned corrupt curbside voting, and our results will always be audited. I'm KIV. The left is probably offended. So be it. As long as I'm governor, we're going to protect your vote.
Hulu has live TV?
Hulu has live sports?
They do.
Hulu has live news?
That is correct. And Hulu also has
Live talent show.
It also has over 75 live channels.
Uh-huh. Woo!
Flip like cable, stream like Hulu. Time to have Hulu plus live TV.
All right, guys, we're back on the show. We're going to be closing it out in about a few minutes here. I want to get this last little viewpoint into tonight's show, guys, with the political backyard of Atlanta. Just what's going on. For those who've been paying attention to what's going on in Atlanta, Georgia, we seen this out of last week. That on the Atlanta Journal, for those who are not aware of the Atlanta Journal, it is a huge newspaper for the Atlanta metro area of Georgia. That Mexican cartels, guys, have been hiding out in rural areas of Atlanta, even major city areas of Atlanta, such as Midtown, Buckhead, just to name a couple of sections, right? Now, why are they choosing Atlanta, Georgia? Well, there could be a lot of reasons behind it. Okay. We've seen throughout the years that these cartels use major cities for human trafficking. They're using these cities to orchestrate the crime, right, a little bit more better. Because, folks, this is a group, folks, that literally orchestrates their movement extremely, extremely well. They do it. They orchestrate this extremely well that, they orchestrate it in the country of Mexico, folks, that they see they see working in Mexico. So let's try doing it in the United States. This is bad, folks. These aren't, your average crime gangbangers, so to speak. These are dangerous individuals, folks. Very dangerous individuals. And they will do nothing to stop their agenda. Now these folks are not just standing out, there's a Mexican cartel. The newspaper said it quite briefly that these are people that are hiding out in plain sight. Now, what does this say for Atlanta, Georgia? It's saying a lot, folks. Literally saying a lot. Well, we've seen crime that was rising above its historic levels in Atlanta. And just to name Atlanta, I mean, there's other cities. Of course, you got, Miami, you got, New York City, you got Chicago, Detroit, Los Angeles, all 4 or 5 major cities. I'll throw Dallas in there, another big major city. So if they're using these major cities to orchestrate their human trafficking, their sex trafficking, right? What's to stop them from bringing more of it in, more activity? Because sooner or later, folks, you're going to see the police literally get frustrated with all of it. As what we were seeing in the last couple of years with rioting, protesting. Folks, it needs to stop. It needs to stop. Got about another minute here, and I'm going to close it out here. Like I said, a quick show, guys. We're basically going to have the show on for about an hour, possibly hour and 30 minutes with Sauce here. But I guess sometimes you got to have short shows. It's not that I'm losing the political message here I want to bring on the show, but I really want to have Sauce's thoughts here with this whole agenda of what he's going through in Madison, Wisconsin. Trying to represent this political candidate, that in my opinion, folks, is just damn near just used us. He used them really bad. That's terrible. Like I said, you got this guy named Soslin devoting his time and energy trying to do the right thing as an American citizen. And then this guy has to do this type of diligence to us. It's terrible. Literally terrible. But here, guys, we're going to close out the show here in about less than a minute here. What is your thoughts, or maybe your opinions on this whole new type of headline with these Mexican cartels? What do you think their next agenda is? Why do you think that they're targeting cities such as Metro Atlanta versus, maybe small little rural areas? What's the difference behind it? I'll put that in the show notes today on today's show. Why do you think they're targeting major cities instead of rural areas, maybe country areas or just residential areas? What's the difference? How does it play more on a city scenario versus a rural area? There you go. Leave the comments on the show, whether it's on Spotify or even if you want to drop the comments through this show's comment box when it gets posted to Instagram or Facebook. Love to see the comments, guys. I'd love to see what the rest of America is thinking behind this, guys. With that being said, guys, I'm going to close out the show. I want to welcome everybody tuning in tomorrow, guys. We got some good stuff for tomorrow. We have Eric. Where the hell are we going to be tomorrow, buddy? That's right. It's one of those weeks, isn't it? Eric? We got Sauce having Wi-Fi issues. We got me forgetting things, plugging in the wrong damn stream, right? So, I get it. I get it. Sometimes you get ahead of yourself and you're like, whoa, slow the hell down. So tomorrow's show, we're going to be on the Tommy Nation Politics, which is going to be a really damn good show. Tommy Nation Politics tomorrow night at 8:30. Right, you're gonna want to check that out. 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. Tommy Nation, really, really good show. He's out of Dallas, Texas, isn't he? Eric? Yeah, I see a lot of his streams and everything, and even his content. Always plug it in the Dallas area. Really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. So yeah, guys, check that show out tomorrow with me being on Tommy Nation Politics podcast. Going to be a really good show. We're going to get into some really good stuff. I want to pick Tommy there on the show and see just if he shares the same political agenda with me. It's always interesting, picking other podcast hosts and, getting into the passion of politics, so to speak. Right. So we're going to be on Tommy Nation Politics tomorrow night, guys. We're also going to have a show tomorrow right before that show. So tune in to 7 p.m. Eastern. Be about an hour and a half before that show. Tomorrow's going to be roughly about a 45-minute show, almost about the same, a little bit after the same time of what we're doing right now. Jimmy the Rant, myself on the show, and we'll possibly have Sauce on the show tomorrow. I'm not sure we're going to get his availability. So hopefully we can get Sauce back onto the show. I want to get into a little piece, a little segment on the show with just this story that's going on with Sauce, because I want the listeners knowing, you heard a little bits and pieces of it, of what's going on with Sauce. He's going back and forth with this political crap, and I'm not sure if Sauce knew if he was, if he knew what he was getting into, or he just now he's playing, scrap-a-mania, I call it. He's going back and forth with this. But with that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. Remember, guys, we have a short book on the Amazon Kindle. You can either get it for free if you have the Kindle Unlimited plan. It's absolutely free. Or if you don't have the plan, right, I kept the price very, very low for the Amazon ebook. Can America Survive After Biden? It was published in March. It is still available, guys. Doing pretty good. Sold some copies of it. Pretty good. Guys, we're going to have a book coming out later this month, going into the first week of June, right? Stop with this nonsense of crap already. That is my next book. That book, guys, will be a paperback. That's right, guys. The next book will be a paperback as well as an ebook. So you're going to want to check that out. We will be bringing in the cover of that book momentarily, possibly sometime this week, right, Eric? Sometime this week we will have that book revealed on this show sometime this week. I might do it tomorrow. I might do it later this week. I'm not really sure, guys. Not really sure. But with that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. And remember, guys, we'll see you on the next episode. Thanks a lot, guys.
Patriot Unfiltered. You just heard an episode of the Patriot Angle Podcast, an unfiltered Patriot Productions. Please follow us on Facebook at the Patriot Angle Podcast and Instagram at Patriot_Angle_Unfiltered. Also, you can hear every episode on Amazon Music, Audible, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also check out our website, PatriotAnglePodcast.com, and also our unfiltered merchandise, PatriotUnfiltered.com. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on the next one.